Really? I love that. I love that. Welcome everybody to Twitch Wednesday, not Twitch Tuesdays. Now on Wednesday, now on YouTube. I can never get this intro right, but
It's T-Dubs. It was also known as Twitch Tuesday, now on Wednesday, now on YouTube,
you know
now
what?
on actually.
I just realized when we had the show on Tuesday, like our outro should have been "See you next Tuesday," but we never did.
Oh,
So
Wasted opportunity.
bad. We deserve this.
But yeah, my name is Nat. That's Dylan. That's Kelsey. That's Danny. I'm pointing out the wrong direction.
Yeah.
We got a show for you tonight. We're going to be talking about Boba Fett. I don't know why my voice is all weird now. I don't. That's but so Dylan and I have seen Boba Fett, and Kelsey and Danny have not. So this is pretty much going to be a two-way conversation.
Yeah, it is.
This is them trying to sell us to watch. Why should watch the Boba Tea show?
Uh-huh.
Move the two hosts to the top. Dylan, what do you think of Boba Fett as a whole?
As a whole? So here are my thoughts on Boba Fett as a whole. Slow burn starting out, for sure. I liked, like, the promise of, like, the first episode or two, and it just doesn't feel like we get back to that concept until the tail end of it. Altogether, I like it. But man, there's like a section is like 2 through 4, 2 through 5. It's a hard middle. This is an Oreo cookie with a filling that you don't care for. You have like the cookies right here, and you're like, and then you get into the filling, and maybe it's like peppermint or something like that, and you're not a peppermint fan, and you're like, yeah, that's a mistake. Which I don't know what you did in the middle, but that's a mistake. But the cookies, that's that good.
That's that good.
Yeah.
Are you two okay if we spoil the show for you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, a lot of it's
I know the
supposed to
meme.
be
I
through
know what
Twitter,
some of the
so.
meme last.
Snape kills Dumbledore.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
So that's actually a spoiler for me. I haven't seen Harry Potter, but
Right.
but still, my thoughts on the show are exactly the same as Dylan's. I'm like right in the middle. I think there's a lot to like about this show, but like a lot of it's kind of weak. Also, like the pacing's really weird, and I think it's funny, like how when Mandalorian was first announced, we were like, well, why isn't this about Boba Fett? Why is it about a random movie? And now we're like, we care so much more about Mandalorian than we do about Boba Fett. It's so weird. I think the best episodes are obviously the ones that are focused on Din and not Boba, which is very interesting to me. And I am so hyped for Mandalorian season 3. I am not excited at all about the future of Boba Fett as a character. I think that this show didn't really do much to win me over. But yeah, I mean, overall, I liked it. I liked the whole space Western motif it had. I like what's his name? So here's the thing. I'm what you would call a casual fan. I haven't seen any of the animated stuff. I've just seen the live action stuff. So I feel like I'm missing out on a lot of stuff. Like when Cad Bane showed up, everyone was like so excited, and I was like, "Who's this guy? Who's this blue face guy?" Yeah. But
who's this Smurf? Who's this angry Smurf in this Western?
Who's this Smurf cowboy?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the thing is, I really wish that they explored that character more. They had him in 2 episodes, and he was barely in them.
Yeah.
They just kind of like killed him off, and I'm like, I wish we got more of him because I think that he could have made me care a lot more about Boba Fett than I did, and that's kind of disappointing. But overall, I thought it was a fun ride. Yeah, definitely middle of the road Star Wars for me.
Yeah, and I agree. I think when you bring Cad Bane, and he's such a sweet reveal, right? Because if you're an extended verse geek, we'll call it like that, right? If you're keeping up with the animated series, and even if you're only barely keeping up with it, and you're just like, oh, that's Cad Bane, that's sick. Like, you know, he's this long running history of like being a bounty hunter, so it makes total sense. Bring him into Boba Fett. Now, spoiler, obviously, he gets it from Boba in the final episode, which I felt like was a fine conclusion to the character, because this character has like been around for a long time in Star Wars lore, so him like meeting his end to Boba totally makes sense in a very poetic way. I'm with you though. I think for especially a lot of the more casual viewers, fleshing him out, bringing him in maybe earlier, so it makes Boba Fett's show and like his line feel more engaging. because a lot of time they're spending in Boba's past with the Tusken Raiders and all of that. And I feel like you could have thrown Cad Bane so much in sooner and had him do like a little touch and go engagement, him being like the season's like true like villain, and him calling in a really in the last 2 episodes, it really just feels like they, it's kind of like a 2-pump orgasm, and that's going to play into our later themes of this episode. But you just like, sure, you got off, but you don't feel great about it, like. I was rooting for Cad Bane. I'm with you. I'm with you, William. I honestly, at that point, Boba Fett was the least interesting character on his whole show.
He really was, though.
Why was Boba Fett a cameo on his own show?
Really? I mean, really, like it was like the worst cameo of Boba Fett, and I get in theory what they're going for. They want him to kind of clean up his act. Is this his redemption run? And they give him a lot of background story to make it feel as though this is earned. But I feel like it's too much backstory. It's too much earned and not enough. No, I mean, everybody complained. This is not an unpopular opinion at all, but they made Boba Fett feel very ignorant about the culture. And I think that's kind of the promise we were really hoping for with a Boba Fett show, is that we were going to get very crime lordy. We were going to very like gritty down, and it's gritty at times, but I wanted more crime. I wanted more Star Wars crime families. I wanted more mafia. I wanted more like of the underground culture stuff that like we get hints of in Mandalorian with him being a bounty hunter, but never really dives deep. This was a chance to go deep, and I feel like they just missed the landing on it.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I was really hoping we saw more of the crime aspect, because I find that so interesting. Yeah. But he didn't really feel like a crime lord as much as he did like a city planner, like
yeah, a very aggressive city planner, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so that was disappointing for me. I will say, as a casual fan, I've heard people talk about the history between Boba Fett and Cad Bane, but as someone who has never seen Cad Bane before, I didn't get any of that. So I don't have that context to go with it, and I feel like that really hurt the experience for a casual viewer. Yeah, I mean, I think it could have been done so much better. I think if they took their time to like flesh out more characters and have it set up to have it actually build up to a season 2 that I would actually be interested in, I would have been so much higher on the show. But as it stands, I think it was kind of like a turn off your brain kind of show where you don't have to like think too much, and it's not going to rank super highly on my list. So from what I've seen, there's a lot of bad Star Wars, and this is much better than the worst the Star Wars has to offer, but it doesn't hit the highs that I wanted from a show like this, from the Mando universe, because I love Mandalorian. And I think, I don't know, it's hard because it feels like they did like a 180 after episode 4 or 5. I think it was 5.
I think episode 5 is the one where it's the flip.
It was like kind of like they knew that the fans would not respond too well to Boba Fett, and they switched back to Din.
And, yeah, they're like, shit, get the Mando back in the show. This is what the people are here for now.
Yeah, but I love all the Mandalorian stuff. I just did not care too much for the Boba Fett stuff, even though I really wish they did more with Finn Shand. I really wanted some more Ming-Na Wen in my life, and they didn't really give it to me. So
Ming-Na Wen should be in a relevant mention later in our segments, if I'm being honest. But that's a story for stay tuned. But yeah, no, Man, I don't know. I think it's kind of telling that to my recollection anyway, haven't heard of like them being like Boba Fett season 2 announced, right? But Cassian Andor, which hasn't even dropped, season 2 already confirmed, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck are they doing with Andor that they didn't do with Boba Fett? Were they ever even announcing a season 2 in pre-production still, or before it's even like produced and all the way out and like finished? So, like it sucks because some great episodes of Star Wars lore fell into the book of Boba Fett, but they were great primarily because they had nothing to do with what Boba Fett was doing.
Yes,
and that's a big problem. That's a big problem. This has been, I don't want to say like the Boba Fett show as a whole is a miss, because some great stuff happens, but with Boba Fett's arc and the grounding of it, and also it being on Tatooine as well, everything feels a little too small. Now I think it gives them a little bit more to play with, maybe in Obi-Wan, maybe. I know that they're like 2 very different separate timelines on that, but just, everything kind of being on Tatooine kind of shrinks the world in a way, but maybe there's some rich lore to, add into that. Maybe they have a connecting thread I'm not thinking about, but I think that there's just something weird about the fact that it's just like, okay, well, billion planets. everybody wants to fight over this desert one now.
I know. I was just gonna say, like, I think that it makes sense that why were they on Tatooine for like story purposes and also budget purposes, but like it's just a desert. And I really wish
of your pick of the planets, Tatooine is one of these shitty planets. Like,
yeah, I really wish they would have explored like more different planets that are more visually interesting. But yeah, I mean, like I said from the top, I think the pacing was bad, and a large part of that is I wish they kind of like sprinkled in this flashback scenes instead of making them their whole episodes. Because I actually really like the Tusken Raider stuff. I think they need to care about that relationship between him and the Tusken Raiders. But I mean, it just felt weird pacing wise, like to have an entire episode of him and the Tusken Raiders, and then just it was the most uninteresting stuff with him in Tatooine, and then to do a 180 to shift to Mandalorian for 2 episodes. It was such a jarring decision for them to make that I don't think the show really recovered from that for me in my eyes. But I did feel like the finale that I just watched. I do think it stuck the landing. I thought it was a good finale. I didn't think it was as good as the Mandalorian finales, but I mean, it's Mandalorian.
Yeah, I think at this point the bar had kind of been lowered for Boba Fett after we're this many episodes in. We kind of were just like, it's fine. We're probably expecting a Rancor cameo. At this point, we're getting Grogu. Whatever. Like it's fine, and it's fine and fun and good. But yeah, I mean, it has what I think a lot of people call the Batman problem. Batman looks to be the most least interesting character in his own verse. When you put him up with the Joker, and you put him up with this rogue gallery, and you put him up with like all these other people, he just seems less interesting in the scheme of things. And this really was that at its defining moment. Like Boba Fett was just the least interesting character in the verse compared to everybody else. Maybe it's intentional moment. Maybe though they're like, all right, all this Boba Fett worship that's been going on for years because we just made him to look cool to sell toys. We're fucking cutting it off. We're making Boba Fett humble and dislikable again. And here's Boba Fett. Yeah. Now here's Jin. Now he's the Mandalorian. He's gonna sell our new toys, and he's clearly much more likable. Which is why we compare him to Boba Fett in his own show.
I think that Din had such character development throughout his show and also this show. Like it's so interesting to see.
He got more character development than Boba in this show.
Exactly. I was gonna say when you compare that to Boba Fett, it was like night and day. I do feel like there was a little bit of character development for Boba Fett towards the finale, because like throughout the series he was like he's all diplomatic, he doesn't want to kill, but when faced with Cad Bane, he's like he didn't have a choice. Where he had to embrace who he was as a killer, and I think that's so interesting, and I wish they had more time to explore that. So overall, I just wish they had touched more on things that made the show interesting, and just like kind of like laid off the stuff that wasn't that.
Oh, you know what it is. You know what it is about the show that bothers me, I think, the most, and it's not the writing, thankfully. It's the feeling I got that I was watching Arrow again, where the flashbacks were interesting and cool, but it was like just fine. And the main character arc that's in the present is like just even more fine. And there's enough mystique to make me entertained, but not enough where I would go to my way to defend it and say, y'all need to be watching this. It felt very Arrowy in its earlier seasons. If anybody has seen the CW era, you know exactly what I'm talking about, with flashbacks in the back and forth.
I would definitely agree with that. I think it's on par with Arrow season 1.
Yeah.
Major Domo is the Jeff Alterman of the Star Wars universe. Good point.
That's not wrong, Mike. Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Mike, what's up?
But yeah, I like it still, but I lean more on lukewarm overall with it, and that's just the truth. It has great moments. It has fantastic moments in it that are sweet.
Yes, that is the thing. I feel like it's so inconsistent, where the highs are really high, the lows are really low, and there's a lot of the middle. So
yeah, and I didn't even see Boba Fett hang dong this whole season, which
I was waiting for that.
I was disappointed. I was very disappointed. This will tie back in with our later discussion. Boba Fett hanging dong? What the hell are they talking about later? Stick around, find out. Anyway, closing thoughts. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
I feel like if you're someone like Kelsey who's never really cared for Boba Fett, and is of the opinion that he's just like a guy in a cool costume that people have for
He's
some.
in a sweet costume though.
Yeah,
Nice costume, but that's about it.
That's about it. That's as much depth as he has. The show would not change your mind at all.
Okay.
Yeah. If we're
Kind of why I
like,
haven't
all
watched
right,
it yet.
we're trying to win you over, Boba Fett. But we got other cool Star Wars things going on this show, so
Yeah, I mean, we got that Obi-Wan show coming out.
yep.
That poster just came out today.
Poster looks interesting. That's the word I'm using for it.
Yeah.
That's strange. It's not. It's like it's fine. Like the poster's fine too. I'm very fine on my Star Wars media recently. I know. I'm fairly sure I'm gonna love this show. Like it's gonna be hard for me not to. But yeah, the poster. It's exactly what you. If I was like, oh yeah, there's a poster for Obi-Wan. What you're thinking is pretty damn close to what it probably is. Let's be honest. It's just like, yeah, I kind of figured this is what it would look like.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not like the biggest Star Wars fan, but I'm considering like just going back and watching all of it because Star Wars is one of those things that I really, really, really want to like, but I just can't. I just can't bring myself to care about it too much. Like I like all the movies, fine, not all the movies, obviously. There's some really bad ones, but
like what are the non-likable movies?
Well, I don't know, like episode 1, episode 2.
Whoa, one has some sweet stuff when you get past Jar Jar.
I can't get past Jar Jar though. That's the thing. So
and that's a fair rebuttal. But
the first
Qui-Gon Jinn is like maybe my favorite character in the whole series. So
who is it?
Qui-Gon.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, and Qui-Gon gets all of the sweet like built-in lore and all that stuff. Yeah, it's wonderful.
Ned.
Hey, Ben. Yeah.
So the first time I actually watched Star Wars was in college, where my roommates forced me to watch it because I had never seen it, and I didn't know anything about Jar Jar at all. So the whole time I was watching episode 1, I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Like, I understand why people hate this movie, and then episode 2 was also equally, if not worse, than episode 1.
Episode 2 kind of hard. Yeah.
And I know you're high on episode 3.
Episode 3 is my favorite, and I defend that one start to finish. Yeah,
I love episode 3. It's not my favorite, but it's up there. I like it.
Oh man. Episode 3 and then probably episode 7, which is like fairly unpopular, but I think they just got the magic right coming back on 7. Like,
see, that's also the reason why I want to watch through the whole franchise, because like I don't know, like I feel like people are experiencing something that I'm not when they're watching episode 7.
That's fair. Yeah,
kind of whatever.
Yeah. Episode 7's middle ground for me. Like I like it. I mean, I love all Star Wars movies.
Actually, no,
but it's
I'm wrong.
Range.
I'm thinking of episode 8, The Last Jedi.
8?
Oh, you're thinking of Last Jedi. Yeah.
8, Last Jedi. Some days is my favorite Star Wars movie, depending on my mood. It goes between Empire and Last Jedi. Like
8's an interesting coin flip. Like 8 is one of those ones where like the fan base still doesn't know where to land with it. Some people unconditionally love it. I'm on the liking it side. Like I respect it more now that I know what episode 9 looks like, and I'm like, no, 8 was the right way.
See, the thing is, I have the unpopular opinion that I really like episode 9, and then I went online and everyone was shitty on it, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I don't like, let's say episode 8 didn't happen, nothing in there that happened, and I just got episode 9. I probably would have been more okay with episode 9.
Yeah.
But I loved what I thought they were setting up as episode 8, that just the idea that she's a nobody and the Force belongs to everybody. It's not just a freaking Skywalker thing, or you know what I mean? Like it's just the idea that it belongs to everyone. I don't know. And then they just totally shit on it.
Yeah, I think the biggest problem is you need to have one director with one vision. And Rian Johnson and J.J. Abrams just had conflicting visions, and that.
Yep.
They needed a plan, and they just didn't put together one, and that's a hard L.
It is such a shame because I think they're both very capable directors. I love Rian Johnson. I love J.J. Abrams, but maybe just do separate trilogies.
Yeah, let them. I think after episode 8's reception, like they're, Ryan was originally supposed to get like a trilogy Once Upon a Time, and then 8's reception was so middle ground that everybody was like, "Oh, you're probably not going to get that trilogy anymore." But like, I kind of hate that too, because I'm like, you know what? If he had a start to finish plan, I think Rian Johnson crushes. But because he had to play in JJ's, sandbox, and he only got to do the middle, like, listen. No matter what director you are, how fucking hard of a job is it to sit there and say, okay, here's what 7 gave us. And you're like, okay, so here's your playground. Okay, cool. So you don't get to give any conclusions, nothing really definitive. You get to build the middle, which is traditionally the hardest movie to make in a trilogy, to sit there and be interesting and exciting. And you also have to plan for the end, of which we are not going to promise that anything that you start in the middle is actually going to follow through in the end. Like, what the fuck? Like, if I'm Rian Johnson, I'm like, well, these are ridiculous writing requirements to sit here and give me. Just let me do 8 and 9. Let me do 8, then go 9. That makes sense. Let me just wrap this. Like, but
yeah,
so,
I agree.
I definitely don't hold that against Rian Johnson. Go watch the movie Brick for those who don't know. Rian Johnson.
Oh, Brick is so good. I've watched.
Brick is so good. I love Brick. That was my Rian Johnson wins me over. Killed it with stats.
I understand that reference. That's
yeah. Ben says, I'll stand by 1 through 6. Yes, even the prequels, I've come around to them. Listen, it makes me sad that they're playing. Yeah, like 7 through 9 suffer because there was no plan. And all I can sit there and say is, cool, learn from your mistakes, like Lucasfilm. I think you're killing it. And in the shows, for the most part, Boba Fett, we said was fine. Boba Fett feels like, actually kind of feels like new trilogy. It feels like there's some sweet, great moments that I really like, but it's not like the most shining gem in the Star Wars crown. But
yeah, whatever. And I really want them to move away from the Skywalkers. And even with Boba Fett, like Luke is there. And I will say the Luke CGI has
fantastic though.
The CGI has gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
Every time they've used it, it's gotten better.
Yeah. No, the CG with Luke I thought was insanely good, actually. I was like,
yeah.
Wow, I'm not going through any uncanny valley or anything like that.
And it's crazy to think about, like, between Luke and Grogu, neither of them were there.
No.
It's a puppet and CGI.
Yeah, we're just sitting here seeing that around. Danny shouts us out saying, internet went down, so I'm here on my phone. Thanks, Danny. Where's our donation?
Where's our super chat?
Oh, yeah. Rainer says, I love Looper, which is a fantastic movie.
Yeah,
Looper. My episode of Breaking Bad is incredible. I completely agree. Could not agree more. Breaking Bad is the best show of this generation.
Well, that's not true. But Rian Johnson directed the Ozymandias episode too, right? Like, directed and wrote the,
I think he did, right?
I'm pretty sure he did.
That's widely considered the best.
And that's episode. Widely considered the best episode from what I hear from you Breaking Bad nerds.
I literally just said that.
You literally almost word for word at the same time.
You were 1 second delay on mine, so I guess we were just reading each other.
Yeah, it was Rian Johnson.
Okay, I thought so. I was I'm pretty sure it's Rian Johnson did that. But anyway, Star Wars spoiler stuff aside, whatever. People don't come to this channel for our geeky opinions. They come for all the thirst. They come for the sex appeal. They come for the action and call to action, which is apparently what we've been told as of the last one. Thank you, Danny, for 99 cents.
No message attached, just 99 cents. Thank you.
Yeah. He's just here's my obligation. $1 tip.
He's moving away from the Corgos, which are 2 cents.
I like to imagine he's just making it rain, but it's just the $1. Here you go.
No, he does that on Twitch. The Corgos.
I know. I like to imagine it's just him. Okay.
He's just chucking pennies at us.
Yeah, I know.
Love it though. Love it. Appreciate it.
We love it though. We love you for it. So, what's next on our slate this evening?
Well, as you can see from our title, the title of the show is Boba Fett, Book of Boba Fett, and Who We're Crushing On. These are 2 separate topics. So, what the second part of our show is that we are going to be ranking our celebrity crushes.
Get out! That's crazy. That's with us 3, the 3 most wholesome, definitely not sexually deprived people on the whole channel.
Ben Rayner with the $10 saying super sticker. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ben. Killing it, buddy. Danny, where you at? You gonna let Ben show you up like that?
That's how I do in the club.
Much love, Ben. Much love.
Okay, so how do you want to do this? Do you want to guess each other's, or do you just want to break down our top?
So there's so many ways to go about this, right? I think that there's we had the fun idea earlier. So for those who don't know, we originally, as we always do with T-Dubs, we just kind of make shit up as we go, per usual. But we ended up in celeb crushes. I'm not going to give away who I was talking about at the time because she's probably on my list. But now originally you were sitting here and saying that a lot of yours wouldn't be on our list.
No, I'm saying the ones that everyone,
or ones that you liked weren't going to be on my list anymore.
No, that's not what I said. That the ones that everyone loves, but I'm kind of on.
Oh, okay, yeah, the mainstream ones. You're so
would be on your top 15, and I had 3 specifically in mind, but there's more than that.
Did we go to 15? Because I have 15, but I just cut it down to 10.
I went to 22.
I have 62.
Okay, we need to cut it off somewhere because there's going to be a lot of like. All right. Also, do we want to pull up pictures side by side so people know who the hell we're talking about?
Yeah, we can do that. You want to
Okay.
do that, or do you want me to do that?
Sure. All right. Fun new game. Here's how we're going to do it. Right. So we have our list. We're going to cut it off at 15. All right. 15 each.
Okay.
Okay,
15.
That's for me for both genders combined, correct?
Correct. So, me and Nat. So to balance that out, Nat, I need you to have a top 5 dude mentions if you don't already.
I do.
Okay, me too. So we're gonna have top 5 dude mentions to make sure that Kelsey has more chances to get points. So the point system is gonna work like this: we're gonna go around one at a time, and the person who sits there and says whatever theirs is on their list, right? So number 10, I would go blah, or rather number 15, I'll go blah. And then we'll be like, okay, if you or Kelsey have them on the list, I get a point because I beat you to it. Sorry, they were on my list first, so.
Oh no! Wait, hold on. That's not fair. So are we doing 15 to 1 or 1 to 15? Which order?
15 to 1. Yeah, you always go. You always go.
Oh, you're gonna take some of mine. I don't like that.
Well, hey, well then appreciate your celebs more, Nat. That's all.
What do you mean? I'm saying like if you had my number 1 as your 15, then you would get the point.
Yeah.
Well, that's not fair.
No. First come, first serve, buddy. First come, first serve. That's the point rule for this one.
I don't like that. I don't like that. But okay.
All right, Kelsey, do you concur? Or do you want it to go a different way? If you've got a better.
That sounds fine. I'm just stressed.
Okay.
Why are you stressed?
If we were going 1 to 15, that'd be easier because I'd be like, oh, this is like fun. Okay, next I'm trying to go backwards. I'm like, crap. I gotta kind of like figure this out a little bit.
Okay. All right, so take a little time to organize it. I'm going to, I guess I can be roughly in. Well, I don't know. If we had pre-up pictures ahead of time, that would be stellar. I'm trying to like pull pictures right now.
We did not plan that.
I'm trying to find appropriate things I can show from these celebs. Damn it, that's half the trouble right now. So let's go ahead and get some pictures for like the bottom 5 of the 15. Okay. So we'll just have those in like separate tabs. Don't share them as we go. How's that sound?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know. I'm asking us to do a lot of work that we should have done beforehand, but hey, welcome to the show. Welcome to T-Dubs, everybody. You know it. You love it. This is the kind of chaos you like. Oh, that's a really pretty picture. Anyway, while we're bantering aside, Kelsey, how was your day today? How was your day? I haven't got to talk to you guys. How was your day?
It was pretty good. Just work. Lots of work. That's all I did. I watched Pam and Tommy, so that was fun.
How was that?
I'm enjoying it a lot. I think it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
So I would recommend it to anyone that hasn't watched it. Oh my god!
The prosthetics I hear are amazing.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes, they are.
Kelsey, what'd you think about Too Hot to Handle?
Oh my gosh, that's definitely the thirstiest cast they've had so far.
They were so thirsty. They were like,
so thirsty.
I feel like that says something because it seems like a show that is it's a history of thirsty characters.
It's very thirsty. So are we trying to find our 15 to 11? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still trying.
But some of mine, like people might not know.
Yeah, I think all of mine are pretty well known.
Can we break down like what's your breakdown between actors, singers, and athletes?
Ooh, it's pretty heavily actors.
Yeah. And models.
Yeah, I know. No, I think we're gonna tie on our one. I think I'm fairly certain if it's Apple.
You know what my number 1 is.
All right, then I think we're on the same page with that. So it just depends on who gets in that position by the time it gets there.
Who's keeping track of the points?
Huh?
Who's keeping track of the points?
I got us. It was my idea to keep points, so I got us here. Okay. Do we want to start with the dude mentions first? Get those out of the way, and then, or do we want to save those for the end? Like Kelsey,
so I don't have the pictures.
Mine are all mixed up together. So
okay.
Yeah, so I don't have the pictures of these pulled up yet. Should I do that?
I'm still
of the guys. Yeah, if you wanna get let's do guys first. I know just get all the pictures. Go to Google. Go to Google.
So many tabs open.
I know. I'm literally I'm not even grabbing what I think are the best pictures now. I'm just making sure I'm grabbing a relevant picture.
I'm just making sure that it's not like super blurry or anything.
Yeah, that's true too.
Oh God, this
I
is
don't
so
know.
small.
Okay. Man, this is engaging content. I wonder how many people are still watching. Danny just donated $1.
Watching me stress out.
Yeah, another
For
one
no-
with that face.
This is definitely not my accurate top 15. I'm just picking names. I'm like, that sounds good.
Yeah, I don't think mine's accurate either.
No, it took me a while, but I think mine's like pretty close. I'm gonna listen to your guys's. I'm gonna hear one. I'm gonna immediately be like, my wrist is ruined. I forgot about them. Like that's how it's gonna go. Like
I already know who most of your men are.
most of the men.
Yeah.
No, surely.
Well, you mentioned them in the chat. I know at least 2 of them.
Yeah. All right. You do know 2 of them. You're right. All right. Just grabbing that picture.
Okay. I'm almost done. I
Yeah.
just got 3 more pictures to pull up.
Me too. And then as we're going through this, we need to also be getting these other women on here as well. All right. So I know exactly where that one's coming from.
Okay.
Okay. Queuing up. God, it's a little blurry.
I'm not looking at the chat. Is there anything interesting happening?
I don't know. We're doing a bad job of being.
We're doing a terrible job.
This is our best episode ever. We're so prepared.
Yeah, our content riveting at this
Well,
point.
I'm not gonna mention names, but someone like showed up like 2 minutes before it went live. So
I was still working on this list, to be fair. I wanted to be deeply organized, and then your guys' wasn't organized, and I'm like, well, isn't this the truth?
I'm ready. Let's see. Let me look at the chat. Danny says super sticker, also 99 cents. I have a top 5 that I'm willing to share. Yeah, share it up, Ben.
Yeah, Ben. You know what? If you've got your top 5 celeb crushes, let us know. Let us know in there. Well, we're getting this together.
Danny says most of my photos I have are not safe for work. Not much in the chat, Nat. Thanks as well. Danny donates $2 and says most of the photos I have are not safe for work, which I already read.
No, that was. I won't lie. That's part of my problem. I have many.
I don't have the photos saved. I have to Google them.
You don't?
We have 9 viewers. This is the most we've had tonight, and we just
people desperately want to know who our celeb crushes are. I think that's really funny.
Penn says when you hit your top 5, I'll share mine. That's fair. That's a good way of doing it.
Yeah.
Okay. I should put these on my other browser, probably.
Share that screen. Where are you guys at? Are you done?
I've done it. I haven't shared screen yet, though.
I haven't either.
God, this picture's blurry. Oh well. It'll have to do.
So do you want to do men or women first?
Yeah. We're going men first. We're getting the boys. The boys are back in town.
The boys are back in town.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Kelsey! I almost put her on my list. I swear, I almost did.
Okay, so we all queued up. We got our honorable dude mentions.
Yep.
Okay.
Who's going first?
Matt, you go first. I'll go second. Or do we want Kelsey to go first? Because that way she might snag the points earlier if she's got these people ahead.
Sure, ladies first.
Kelsey, ladies first.
I literally have a tab that says "hot ass" 1 JPEG.
Yeah. Do you not always have a tab like that set up?
Yeah, most of the time.
That's fair. Who do we got, Kelsey?
All right.
Are we doing women first? Because she has a woman on the screen.
I mixed mine all up because when we started, the AOC.
AOC. You know what? Yeah.
If we take off Boba Fett spoilers.
I dig it. You know what? She can.
You know what?
She's smart. She's a powerful woman. Mm-hmm. She's fighting for everybody and our rights, stuff like that. And she's just amazing.
I actually love this pick. She almost made my list for real. there were so many factors to consider because I was of the mind that I'm not taking any of their problematic personalities into play.
Sure.
I feel like it would be wrong to take her personality into play because if we did, then she'd be like skyrocketed up.
Yeah, she should. That's one JPEG. Yeah, This is a good pick. I actually didn't even think of her in this one.
I did. I definitely did.
I feel bad now. I kind of feel bad I didn't think of her, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay.
Whoops. All right. Well, that's
that's
an egg on my face. But yeah, you're right. She's not on my list though. So, and Nat, you said she's not on your list.
She's not.
So Kelsey just gets to be hot for AOC, and we do too. But no points are shared to Kelsey on this.
I'm probably not gonna get any points. To be fair,
maybe not. We'll see. We'll see.
There might be some.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna share my screen. This is just a blank screen for now.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'll go ahead.
It is okay. Let's see. Here's my number 5 guy.
Number 5 guy. Chris Evans. He was almost there for me. I won't lie. I think we can all cue in on Winter Soldier when he's holding the the helicopter and the bicep flex. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
He's incredibly handsome, very charming. I'm surprised he's not on my list. He actually just gets edged off. No pun intended. On my list. I won't lie.
It's America's ass.
That's America's ass though. You're damn right. Show some love.
You know what? I think I have a better way of doing it because I can't pull up all 3 screens.
Yeah.
Why don't you guys send me the links?
Yeah, I'll send you the link. We'll send you links with it. Okay. I'm in private chat. So here's mine. Cue it up, buddy. Cue it up. Also, before we cue up, actually, not in my list though. Kelsey?
Not even on my 62 person list.
Wow. Damn. So
that's nothing for me.
Because I didn't know this was the game where we were playing. I would have picked if I did.
Listen, that's the best part. The game is just an addition. It's just an additional thing that gets tossed on him, and then we fight for the scraps. Handsome scraps.
Hey, you guys can't see my search bar, right?
No.
Okay, good. I'm gonna bring up Dylan's. And Kelsey's messaging me on Facebook. You should. That's Brad Pitt.
That's Tyler Durden, Brad Pitt during
from mine and Kelsey's favorite movie.
Yes.
Yeah. This is pretty high up there in my favorite movies. Actually, I need to put this in my top 10 somewhere. But man, Brad Pitt. Listen, I know that's a tried and true classic, and it's like almost like it's almost a cop out answer. I felt bad about picking it almost, but I see Brad Pitt in Fight Club, and I'm just like, fuck me up, dude. And then you see him in like Snatch, and I'm like, he's still got it. And then I don't know. Every time I catch him in a movie, I'm just like, dude, fucking Brad Pitt's killing it. Fuck yeah, you know what? He's earned his crush, and he's ripped in this movie. God,
definitely an all-time classic pick. Mm-hmm. Kelsey, could you message the private chat just so it's easier?
Oh, in here, okay.
Yeah. I have way too many tabs open.
There you go.
Thank you.
It didn't.
But I'm getting the impression Brad Pitt didn't make any else list.
Right.
I'm surprised about Kelsey's next pick, but I don't hate it.
I want to get a spoiler ahead of time with it. The page doesn't work for me. I'll just wait for you to upload it. But
no, you can't see backstage. That's right. I forgot.
Yeah, it's the worst. But no Brad Pitt for me, huh? No Brad Pitt points.
Nope.
If I were to pick Brad Pitt in any role, this would be it.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? But
this is prime Pitt. This is prime Pitt. Like that's.
Danny says Dylan likes toxic men like
Tyler Durden.
He's probably a Leo. He's
probably a Leo. You're dead right.
Beat you to it, Danny.
Yeah. It's not our fault. It's not our fault. He's a Leo.
Okay, let's see. Does this link work? Oh, it did. Okay, perfect. Man, this is Kelsey's next.
And Kelsey's on the list. Tom Holland. Damn.
Especially as Spider-Man, but I don't know. He's adorable all the time.
I won't lie. I get it. But he's not on my list.
I've never seen him as sexy, but
yeah, the Uncharted marketing is a little off, but he's very charming.
He is. I think his personality puts him there for me.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's not on my list, but I wouldn't hate it if he was. That's how I would word it.
Yeah, I agree. I ran into some technical issues. Give me just 1 second. Damn it. The picture's still coming up small.
Oh, small pics.
I need you guys to vamp. Fill time.
Yeah.
Get this sorted out.
So how about that No Way Home?
Hey, I can't believe there was all the Spider-Man, right?
Right? Not gonna lie, if this list could have been longer, possibly lots of characters from that movie would have been on the list.
Yeah, I mean, even the Jake Gyllenhaal nod would have been good. You know,
A lot of people from Spider-Man movies are on this list.
Okay, that's as good as we're gonna get. Here's my number 4. Guy.
Hit it.
It's Ryan Reynolds.
I forgot about him. My list is ruined. That's a clear number 1. Almost out of. Okay, I want to give you the point, Nat, because he definitely should be in my top 5.
No, it's fine. You don't have to give me the point.
Nah, I'm gonna. Yeah, you don't get it. You don't get it. Fuck you, Nat. You're right. You don't get it. But this is the clear winner of like the honorable dude mentions. Like,
I will say I don't think Kelsey's attracted to him, and I just have a feeling.
No.
I'm a woman. Only straight men are attracted to Ryan Reynolds.
Whoa,
Have you not seen
Leslie
that?
disagrees, but you know
It's
what?
like a thing though. But like he's a man's man. Like all the men
Would
love
you
him.
not
Women are
listen?
Like,
Sexual attraction aside, tell me you wouldn't love him as a partner. Like the hijinks that you guys would get into.
I'm just laughing at Kelsey's reaction to that.
I know. She was very like, I don't see it, and I'm like, you know what? That's more Ryan Reynolds for me.
Your face is kind of like scrunched up. Like, what are you talking about?
he's all yours. You can have him.
Fine.
Ben gives us $5 and says "No Way Home" instant top 5.
I totally agree.
Yep.
It's
top 2 for me.
I don't know where I placed it yet. I'll have to relook it, but top 2 or 3 probably feels very right.
Top 2 after Endgame.
Yep. I just queued up.
I'm bringing it up right now. This is Dylan's number 4, which is a very good pick.
It's our boy Pedro. You think I forgot about the
Mandalorian?
He's handsome, and as Oberyn. Oh my god, that's a sexually charged character.
Ooh.
Tell me he's not on. Tell me he's not on a list. Tell me he's not on a list.
He's not.
He was on the long list. He didn't make the.
He didn't make the top cut. Damn it!
No.
I love that. Like we can roughly agree on a lot of these, but the priorities is so interesting.
Priorities are the problem.
Right.
Yeah, on this list, I'm sure on most of these people.
Yeah, I'm so intrigued to see when
people.
we start rolling into 15s or like me and Nat. I'm gonna be so intrigued to see where the girls start crossing over on this one.
Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be much crossover unless it's the top 5 for me.
Yeah. Yeah, but Pedro, I don't have to explain this. Look at that man. He's fucking handsome as shit. He's
hotter with the helmet on. Which
no,
I mean he's not, but he is. Like
yeah,
he's got a unless you focus on his voice, and he's got a good voice. That man's got a good voice.
He's got a good voice. Life is good, but it can be better.
Fair. You're exactly right. Shout out to Wonder Woman. Not on my list.
Here's Kelsey's next.
Yep, queuing up Kelsey. We're on the celeb train. Look.
Michelle Yeoh.
I love her so much.
This is a really, really good pick.
This is a great pick.
She's
is it in my top 15 though? The answer is no.
Mine is also no. Although here's shout out to Michelle Yeoh for being a little bit of an older pick, and I want to see how many of ours have our older picks in because I have a handful that I'm like, nah, fuck it to date. I don't even care if it's current then. I'm fine, especially current then.
I've made it no secret that I'm into older women. Rest in peace, Betty White. But my list leans younger, honestly. I thought about adding some older women, but I think my oldest is probably like not even 40.
No, I think my oldest is 50 plus. Pretty safely, I think. So.
Okay. Yeah. I respect it.
But Michelle Yeoh is not on my list and not on Nat's list. So far, none of us have gained points on this game.
All right. This is fun. Here's my number 3 guy.
Number 3 guy.
Michael B. Jordan.
I won't lie. He's on my list.
He is.
Yeah.
That's on the board, baby.
Nat's on the board. He's got.
Matt Munoz says, "What's up, Nat, Dylan, and
Yo,
Kelsey?"
Matt, what's going on? Tell me you don't like Michael B. Tell me you don't like Michael B, Matt.
Salma Hayek is 54. So
Yo,
not
Sam
make
get it, but she's not on my list.
She might make another list that
she can get it though.
She might make it.
Yeah, Michael B. I'll go ahead and spoil ahead of time. He is my number 2. So you beat me to him on Michael. He's handsome. Can we just put up another picture of Michael B. Jordan? I want to put up this one from Black Panther because he's just.
Bring it up.
Hold on.
Oh, you can. I gotta bring it up.
No. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Just shout out to the boy Michael B. That's a handsome man. You know, the dots I thought was a little jarring at first, but nah. The more I look at
it adds to it.
The Killmonger hair too.
I love his hair.
I love the hair. Yeah, I know. Like that style, that face, like and the
When he gets me the most of that movie though is when he's at the museum and he's got like the denim jacket on and the
yeah. It's like his like kind of like chilled back hipster look.
He's so hot.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well,
William Harold says Ming-Na Wen is 58.
Hell
what
yeah,
does that tell you about my list?
Oh boy.
Two hot older Asian women are not on my list. I feel like a traitor to my own race.
I know. I do feel bad for not having more women or more Asian women on my list.
I have a couple.
I needed more, but yeah, go ahead and cue up my my actual next one.
Your number 3? Is this your number 3?
Yeah, it's my number 3. It's my number 3.
Okay. Big shot, John Hamm.
My man, and I didn't even pick a great picture on him. And look at him; he's still fucking handsome. Look at that! Look at the hair. I'm so mad how goddamn good his hair is. It's not fair. And he's a man with prestige. You look at that beard and you look at the gray, and you're just like, fuck, he just does it all good. Makes me really want to go back and watch the Black Mirror episode, the Christmas episode.
That's my favorite Black Mirror episode.
I love that episode.
It's so good.
He's so good at it. John Hamm's so handsome. Tell me John Hamm's on the list. Tell me John Hamm is on the list.
I have a question.
Okay.
So you guys, you're doing your top 5 guys.
Yeah.
Does that mean I'm giving you 5 more and then I still have my top
Yeah,
15?
he would have to be like the 20 through like 16 for you or something like that.
Okay, then he is not on my list.
So it would be we're bringing up 20 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's high. He's in the.
He's higher ranked. Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I feel like my man crush list is very prestigious and it's really hard to get in. If it was a little bit more open, then he might make it in.
Yeah,
but like it's very hard.
Darn. All right, who's next? Kelsey? Next on the list.
Kelsey's next, which is a very good pick, if I may add.
Oh, I don't know.
Billy K. Brown.
Billy K. Brown. I don't hate it. He has
that was John Hamm, but I think it also might apply to Sterling K. Brown.
Wait, does John Hamm hang dong in something I haven't seen?
He's been known to have a big dick.
Oh,
yeah, Rachel Silvestrini has seen him in a bathroom, and
I believe her. too, and I believe that John. He has big dick energy, but
Sterling K. Brown.
Sterling K. Brown.
He's so charming and he's so good in everything he's in. And I have a thing for like people crying and stuff. I don't usually, it kind of makes me uncomfortable sometimes, but something about him, he is like extra beautiful when he cries and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love him so much.
He's great.
So
Hitman Hudson says hello.
Hi.
Hello, Hitman.
Hello,
Hudson.
Hitman.
This is quite a show you've stumbled onto.
Yep, we're stumbling onto celebrity geekdom where we worship and talk about the ones that we like.
All right, I'm up next, and Dylan knows me pretty well. I want you to guess my top 2.
Your top 2?
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh man, I'm gonna be upset if your number 2 is about to be my number 1. But
I can promise you, it's not.
Okay, it's not. So I wonder if we land on the same number 1 with that category. So
can I get spoil who your number 1 is?
My number 1?
Yeah.
Go ahead and pull it up. I just put the link in. You can leap ahead if you want to.
You know what? I'm gonna save it.
Okay.
But who are my top 2?
Your top 2? I want to put Tom Hardy in this list.
Isn't that your number 1?
I think that's your number 1. I think it's your number 1.
See, Tom Hardy is one of my favorite actors.
Uh-huh.
I've never once looked at him like, wow, that is a handsome.
Oh, I don't know that. I don't.
Even though
you.
Can I give you a hint?
I don't have a good guess. Kelsey.
I don't think Kelsey knows.
No, Kelsey definitely doesn't know.
I'll bring it up.
Hemsworth wouldn't sneak into this.
Nope.
I'm gonna laugh when it's like James Franco or some shit like that.
I'm gonna bring it up, and you're gonna feel like, oh man, I should have gotten that one.
I feel like I'm gonna smack my head once.
Donald Glover.
Fuck! I'm so stupid. Of course he's getting.
God.
My brain is so far strictly actors, and then you get the talented.
He is an actor.
Very handsome. Childish Gambino. Yeah, that makes total sense. You're right. This is a dummy thing.
Donald Glover is my favorite person. Period. Like that, I don't know. He's definitely number 2.
Yeah.
Man crush. Since their comedy days, before Community even. Yeah, and let me find Dylan's real quick.
Your number one has to be Christian Bale. I mean, that's a given.
No, it's not. You notice that how Christian Bale has that weird eye thing, and that's all I can stare at now.
Yeah.
Let me bring up Dylan's number 2.
This is my number 1 because we got
number 1. Oh, that's right. You're number 1.
Yeah. So it's my boy Tom. Warrior. You know what? Just break my back, Tom. Just lift me up and surgically correct my spine. Mess me up. But he's not on anybody else's list. I know he's not. I don't think anybody chills harder for Tom Hardy than Tom.
And no, that's not true. I love Tom Hardy.
Yeah, I know you do.
All right. Here's Kelsey's next.
Okay, who we got?
Oh my god! I fucking love this. I don't even know his real name, but like he's Vigilante from Peacemaker. If you didn't know.
Yeah, Adrian. Can't remember his last name.
Adrian Chase.
And then Freddie Stromo.
Of course, that's right off of Peacemaker too. Of course.
Yeah.
You gotta watch Peacemaker. It's so good.
It's so good. He's my favorite part of the whole show. He's just so good.
I'm just real busy right now.
I know, Dylan. You hate good television unless it's anime.
No.
But like, you gotta give it a shot. You gotta give it a shot. It's so good. You probably won't like it because you didn't like.
I'll say that this is not the face I was expecting on the Vigilantes thing, which makes so much sense for Peacemaker. Then, like,
It's hard finding a facial expression where he's not making an extremely weird facial expression. This is the best I could find.
I believe you. I believe that he spends a lot of his time doing this facial expressions to sit there and mismatch the tone.
There says Kelsey wins.
Kelsey wins.
Even though I'm the one with the point on the board.
You're the only one with the point so far. And I'm fairly certain this man is not on Nat's list.
Nope. He's not my number 1.
Who is that?
Who is my number 1 is coming up right after I read this. Danny says $2 my crush is Eagly. And you know what? Not mad about it. Here's my number 1. Steven Yeun.
Oh, I know that too. I knew that. That's embarrassing for me.
You did.
I failed my Nat quiz recently. I'm getting sloppy. Yeah. Now I know this about you. This is your favorite man.
This.
This is true.
He's beautiful.
He's so handsome.
All right.
You just look off in those eyes and you're just like, oh, Glenn. I love it when your face is all together and not looking like pudding in the fucking Walking Dead.
Yeah, I know. Why'd they do that?
Oh,
boy.
Why'd they do it to your boy?
That's
all right.
I stopped watching.
Oh, that's what put you over? You're like, well, that's enough for me.
Well, no, it kind of got boring towards after that. But
the Negan season was like fine enough. Like it was fine enough. But yeah, the cliffhanger ending was shit. But we're not here to talk about Walking Dead. We're here to keep on crushing. So we're actually we're crossing over now. I mean, we're just leaping in because I blew my load on Tom Hardy and Michael B. Jordan early. I'm right into my top 15 celeb crushes.
Okay.
So I guess I need to probably send this link then. Here we go. So right on in. Number 15. Step on me, Steven Yeun.
Yeah, you're pulling that up. Bam. Who's your 15? There's no name. Like, oh, okay.
Marion Cotillard. Are you kidding me? She's gorgeous. She's a beautiful, amazing French woman. She's in Inception, which is my favorite movie. I'm still a shill for that movie. And she is brilliant. She's so scary when she wants to be, but look how fucking pretty she is. She's just pretty. God, doesn't age pretty too.
She's very pretty.
But I know she's not on your all's list, so you can keep on moving on the train.
You know what? You know the list I was telling you about most people who are attracted to, but I'm not. Mm-hmm. She would be on the list.
She would she'd be on the list that people think she's attractive, but you don't.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I know this about you. Yeah, we disagree on this one by a big lot, a bigly. But anyway, Kelsey, who you got?
Okay, so let me see. Who is my next one?
I love that I can see your picks before you send them.
I was thinking about canceling it, but I like your reaction behind. So I'm leaving.
This is no shock to anyone. It's Jake Johnson.
Oh, of course it's Jake Johnson.
I love him so much. Hey, another Spider-Man.
It's
Oh,
all-
that's true. Yeah, he is the Heroic Spider-Man.
yeah.
Yeah. He's hilarious. He's charming. He's also a doofus in a kind of a way that's very attractive. So
Mm-hmm.
majorly into him.
Is he on your? No, he can't be because we're done with match.
Yeah. I'm not gonna match with any of you guys. Well, actually, that's not true because I have women coming up, so maybe on them. But
Yeah, we might start matching up on this one of these women. I'm already queuing up the list as we're going along too.
I'm trying to, but I'm
trying
juggling
to.
a lot of balls right now. I'm trying to pull up these links and also getting my pictures queued up. Ben says, "Really, Jake Johnson?"
Jake Johnson.
yes.
I don't know what you're trying to
Oh,
say
yeah.
there, Ben, but he's
Yeah,
there.
I mean, we're not looking at Jake like he's not handsome. That's a handsome guy.
Oh shit, I'm up. Here is my number 15 celebrity crush, and it's very appropriate that this is after my number one male man crush because it's his wife on The Walking Dead. It's
Oh, there it is. Yep, Maggie herself, Lauren Cohen, right? Yeah.
Yeah. There's something very attractive to me about a white woman who likes Asian men. So
I just can't place why, says Nat.
yeah, I can't place why.
No
Can't place
idea.
why.
She's wonderful. She's not on my list, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
same.
she's Martha
Great.
Wayne.
she is Martha Wayne. It's a weird casting, no? Because she literally is like married to Negan in this one. What's his
Yeah,
name?
yeah,
Yeah.
it is very weird. Jeffrey
That's,
Dean Morgan.
Yeah. Not on my list, but lovely.
I didn't think she would be.
No. I like how much of this celeb umbrella we're really covering, and we're just so just like, I like this one, I like this one. And it's just this is organized chaos.
Yeah.
Am I next on the list?
Yes, you are next.
Ooh, I am. All right.
Why did you say that name?
This one is all right. I know I'm getting a point and I'm beating it, but it's also because she's lower on my list. Cue her up.
No,
Cue her up.
no, I don't know
Cue
what.
her up.
Oh, okay. So let me just say, I have been getting non-stop ads on Twitter for not ads, but like suggested posts,
Suggested.
and it's Haley Steinfeld. And the only thing I can think of is they've been spying on our Cyberthirst chat.
They for sure.
Because I don't. It's not like I go on Reddit/r/Haley Steinfeld. I don't do that. I don't like search up pictures of her in my off time.
I don't.
It's literally just the chat.
It just finds its way.
Twitter's for sure spying on our chat.
Yeah.
Is she on my list? What do you think?
I'm putting my point down. I'm putting at least one down. I don't know if I got two.
If I could show you my list right now of my 22 celebrities, I would. She's number 22.
Really? Yeah, that's so funny that she's right at the bottom of mine too. Like,
yeah,
She's not on mine.
she's not on Kelsey's though, so that's
she's not even on this one. I mean, I think she's great, but she's just not my type.
But she's 22, so that means she's not on your top.
I will say she was a lot lower on my list before the chat where you guys kept pushing her on me. Like, you're right.
Yeah, I think that was a little bit for me too. I think it was a little bit too much overexposure, and then whenever I had to pick some other favorites, I'm like, fuck, I don't know.
Yeah.
And again, out of all the celebrities to be on this list, just even if she's at the bottom, does not cut it short. This picture she could be higher, honestly. But so didn't make your top cut though. Didn't make your top cut, so I don't actually get any points on this. Which
you get no points. I'm still the only one with points on the board.
All right, Matt, I see you.
Kelsey's up while I look for pictures of my next ones. Okay. God damn it. Why is it always small?
I don't know. Mine is full screen.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the pictures I'm trying to pull up.
Oh,
this is a good one. I like this one a lot.
Who we got?
Journey Smollett.
Journey Smollett.
I knew this whole cast was going to end up in people's list regardless. I was fairly certain of that much, at least.
I love her so much, especially in this role.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
so hot.
I think she's my favorite in this movie. Like,
She's
Really?
so good.
I think even over Margot, which says something.
In terms of attractiveness or like
Yeah. I think like in terms of attractiveness, I think she probably takes it on this one.
It's
I
a
think
very Sorry, go
I
ahead.
might agree. I mean, like Margot is my favorite, and she's my favorite character, and I love like that.
course.
But for me, wanting to hit on somebody like that, Journey all the way.
Yeah.
Like to
She
say,
has better energy, right? Like,
so I think it's a very attractive cast.
yeah.
I think I think Margot's my number one,
Uh-huh.
but she did not make my list. And I think a large part of that is like the thing with Margot is she almost made it to the other list of people who most people find more attractive than I do.
Mhm.
But I'm still extremely attracted to her. So I couldn't put her on my list. But the thing with her is I think she's just too perfect. Like a Chris Hemsworth kind of
I can
perfect.
see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a little too sculpted, right? It's
Yeah.
almost like unhuman how like pretty they are.
I like when my women flawed.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I mean, I think that's a big reason why we were talking about mine to begin with, where I was like, yeah, one of my top picks, which you guys already know, was because they were very relatably attractive. Like they're just very human looking. So I agree. I think you want to have a little flaw. You want to have a little flaw.
Yeah, absolutely. I forgot who's next on mine.
Did you just?
Give me a second.
You just went, right?
Kelsey just went.
Kelsey just went. Okay, so it is your.
It's my turn. Oh shit. Okay. I got one. This is a relatively new one into the scene.
Uh-huh.
But oh shit, I forgot Simu Liu. I forgot Simu Liu. She should have been on my list.
Oh no. Yeah, I forgot him too. That's fair. If we forget him, then he really isn't that top spot then.
Here's my next one. It's Olivia Rodrigo.
I knew she was gonna. Yeah, we're talking about younger AOC. Talking about slightly younger, hotter AOC. Here we are.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
She's just so beautiful. She's
Yeah, she's very, very pretty. Like very, very pretty. Isn't she also like 12 or something? Like how old?
She's 18, Dylan. She's 18. And I didn't know who she was when she was 17, so it's fine.
That's fair. I didn't know. Yeah, I don't think I registered her until she was 18 either, which that's more concerning maybe than anything on some of this stuff. But not on my list. But that dress, yeah.
That dress is on my list.
Yeah, that dress is on the list though.
Oh yeah.
You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. Here we go. I'm queued up.
Oh yeah, got it. Interesting choice. I like the links that have their names in it. So I knew.
I know. No, it's nice, right? Hit it, Deborah Ann Wool. Karen from Daredevil. What's her face from True Blood?
I don't know. I've never seen the show.
I have twice all the way through. I can't remember her character's name, but I love her. She's great.
Yeah, she's fantastic, and like she's genuinely a good actress. I find her very entertaining.
She should have more roles.
She plays D&D.
Yeah, she does.
Which makes her even hotter, in my opinion.
Her boyfriend's blind. That's cool. It's a shame for him that he can't see his hot girlfriend.
Yeah.
I know. Like, I wonder if that's a thing for her. Daredevil, boyfriend's blind. But yeah.
I didn't put that together. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, am I wrong though? Look at this picture though, guys.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Come on.
She's not on my list, but she's very beautiful.
Put her on your list, damn it. I'm trying to get a point.
She's also not on my list.
Fair enough. More for me. Kelsey's already queued up.
I am already queued up.
You didn't. Oh, let me just. Oh my god, I forgot about him too. All right, here you go. Henry Golding.
Oh, crazy rich Asian himself.
I could have gotten a point on this one. I'm saying.
He's so charming. I can honestly watch him in a movie where he was like, if they made him James Bond, I'd be like, okay.
I wish that he'd be my choice for James Bond.
I love him.
Yeah, I think this would be a great James Bond. I'm with you guys. You know what? More Asian representation too.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, oh yeah, he's hot.
Not on my list, but he's hot.
He should be on my list. Damn it! I'm so mad. I didn't have it on my list. Here's my. What number are we on? My number. Wait a second.
14, 13. We're on 13.
13. We're on my 13. So, music aside, I'm not a big fan of her music, but I'm very attracted to her.
You're not a big fan of her music?
I mean, it's fine. I'm not really.
No, that's fine. She's got a couple good songs, but Tay.
I need Danny Costa to sound off in the chat.
Yeah, Danny, you're gonna get a point off Danny. Like Danny, whenever he sees this, is gonna be like, yeah. That's what I yeah.
You know what my biggest fantasy is to date Taylor Swift and have her write a song about me.
That's the dream, right?
I mean,
the dream.
A very attractive man who you may be hearing about later did date Taylor Swift and has a song written about him.
Oh yeah, I forgot you had opinions on Taylor Swift. That's true. There it is, finally.
Yeah, Danny, there you are. Support the crew. Not on my list, but
I didn't think any of these people would be because I didn't know we were doing this.
I know. I think we're so distinct. No, and I think that's perfect. I just kind of want to see if we ended up having like enough crossover points, all things considered. Like that was part of the fun. If we win, nobody win or loses. We all just geek out.
We all win.
I think later I will probably match up with somebody, at least one of you, because I have some more popular picks coming, I guess. But
interesting.
Okay. So we got Tay on the board. All right. Let me shake it up a little bit. Let me get. I actually will be incredibly surprised if this one's on a list.
This one's not on a list?
If this one's not on either of your guys' list, I wouldn't be surprised at all. Or rather, I will be surprised if they are on your list.
You would be surprised that they were on the list.
Correct.
Did you? Oh, you did. Okay.
Yeah, I sent it.
Sorry, I was busy pulling out my own pictures. Here's Dylan's next one.
Winona Ryder. Come on. Dude, she's so fucking pretty.
She's on the long list.
She's on the long list? I'll take it.
Very solid choice, but like I said, I don't have a lot of older women. So she's not on my list.
She's not? Yeah, that's fine. More Winona for me. Winona? Lifelong crush. Go all the way back to Beetlejuice? Fuck me up. Fuck me up with those guys.
Honestly, her and Beetlejuice probably is what kind of made me start thinking about my sexual identity when I was like pre-teen age. You know what I mean? I wanted to be her, but yet also I felt other things too. And it's like, what is this?
No, we've heard your description. We know what your exact words are normally on that one. So, yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Winona in that time. Prime. But more for me. I understand this one's just mine, and she deserves that recognition. Wido! Hell yeah. Well, William gets it.
I keep not noticing that people have sent me their.
Yeah. Don't worry. We're doing our job now. You just
we're trying to keep up on it.
Yeah.
I'm doing a lot right now.
No, you are.
Here is my John Hamm entry. Like I said,
it's boy.
Wait,
Don
so
Draper,
wouldn't Dylan have a point?
Yeah, I'd have a point then if he's on the list.
Yeah, well, we were trying to figure out when we were asking, like, he's in my upper. He wasn't.
Oh yeah, that's right, because he was on the upper list. He needed to be at the bottom here.
But you can give a point if you want. I don't care.
I'm gonna take a point because John Hamm's worth a point.
But this
John Hamm is worth somebody's point. God damn it!
This man sitting in a chair with a cigarette in one hand and a whiskey rye in the other.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Don Draper, man.
Just you know what? Just even holding like a bourbon drink on his hand, that's enough.
Danny gives $2 and says, "Does Dylan count? Take Biddy's anime waifus."
I'll tell you, that list would probably be so much harder to do than the live action one. I think I would have to spend much more time doing the waifu 2D versus the actual like 3D folk.
Mm-hmm.
But no, they don't make the list, unfortunately. Everybody's 3D. Everybody's real life. Damn shame.
So I forgot to pull up a picture for this one. So give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. This is my next one. This is my number 12. And it's not going to be on any of your lists. Mila Mendez from Riverdale.
Hey, even Mendez is fire though.
Yeah.
But she's not on the list. You're right. But yeah,
she's not, but she's pretty.
Of course, the Everdale. If Dove Cameron ends up on this list, so help me God, Nat.
She's not, but she would be on the long list.
On the long list? Yeah, that's fair. Kelsey, what are your thoughts on Mendez here?
I've never watched the show, so I've only seen her in like clips and ads and like that. But no, she's gorgeous. Look at those eyes.
Yeah, no, those eyes have That's just energy.
Everyone always talks about what's her name? Fuck, I was going somewhere with this, but I just got derailed immediately. Lily Reinhart and Madeline Pesh, but never about Camila Mendez, and I think she's the hottest one. I'm just put it out there.
Madeline carrying a wagon though, so I get that.
Yes, she is. Wagon, that's true. That's true. She almost made my list.
Yeah.
All right. Am I waiting for Dylan or?
Oh yeah. Sorry. I'm slipping.
Sorry, I don't know. Like I can't tell when you guys have sent me.
No. You're good. I just sent it. There we go. Oh, here you go. Oh. Just scrambling.
Okay, solid choice.
You know your girl Natalie Dormer coming up on this.
Dormer.
If you didn't grow up with very confused feelings about Lola Bunny watching Space Jam and then immediately transfer those feelings to Natalie Dormer, realizing that's just the real life version.
I've never made that connection, but I totally see that. And yes.
Oh, hold on. I can just put up Lola Bunny and it'd be the same thing.
Lola Bunny.
Oh my gosh, that's totally accurate.
I agree with every word. She's not on my list.
Damn.
Same. She's not on mine either.
Oh man. All right. All I'm hearing is more Natalie Dormer for me too. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Oh my god, I'm doing so much. Here's Kelsey's next one. Paul Rudd.
Paul, you know what?
He's man alive.
He is. I think unequivocally.
Honestly, he was my number one since I was 7. Like he was my main man. And then over time, there's been some people who have pushed him down a little bit, but he's my longest crush. I've had a crush on him since I was 7 years old.
So I noticed about you, like Friends is your favorite show, and that's where your crush developed, right?
That's true.
Yeah, Friends. That's what. No, Clueless is where. And it's got the whole like stepbrother vibe, so it's kind of porno-y to begin with in that story. So
yeah.
Sure,
that tracks. I mean, Paul Rudd, all day. All day.
Danny says, "Who is this now? I don't see a bunny." Paul Rudd is 48 years old, 148 years old. He doesn't age though. He doesn't look like it.
No,
he's our favorite vampire. Mark our words.
Yep.
Him and Keanu Reeves.
Oh, he should be in there. I really hope he is on somebody's list, aka Kelsey's list. Because I don't think me and that have any other men that's high up on ours.
We don't have any more men.
No. Wait, you don't?
No.
Oh, my number one may shock you then.
Oh, is it me?
Listen, we'll get there.
Hang on.
Who's yours though?
Here's my hot ass one JPEG.
Okay. Let's see the hot ass one JPEG. Who's the winner?
Chloe
Bennett. Damn. Her taste in men is trash. So you're right. You actually, you know what? That's your chance though.
It's trash. I don't know. I don't think I'm as trashy as Logan Paul, but
no, you don't. you couldn't get that trash level.
Couldn't. But yeah, I mean she's very attractive.
Chloe Bennett, she's hot.
You got that
very
booty.
Nice ass.
Yeah.
Hot ass Jet the one that JPEG.
Yeah, that is. You know what? Appropriately named JPEG.
Appropriately named.
Yes. I beat you, Kelsey. You're too slow.
And he said she might be a Leo. I don't know what gave you that impression, but
I got you. I'm coming up.
All right, you're good.
I'm play Bennett some more. You take your time.
That's just drooling. It's fine.
No, I'm trying to pull up my pictures of the last 3 because I'm almost there.
Yeah, I'm actually almost caught up. This content's gonna get really good once we actually have all this list up. But go ahead and pull up mine, Matt.
Oh, okay. Give me 1 sec. Who? There's no name. Damn it.
No name. You're not gonna get it ahead of time.
Who is this?
That's Heather Graham, baby. Yeah.
Hey.
Boogie Nights. Go fucking watch it.
You know what? I'm learning that we have very different tastes in women, but
yeah.
I love me some Heather Graham.
But Heather Graham is fucking fire, dude. She's like wine aged, you know?
Yeah.
You know?
For sure.
That's it. I know she's not on y'all list. Y'all keep move on, but Heather Graham deserves put some spec on that name.
I think so. If we're ranking the Austin Powers girls, I think Heather Graham would be my number 3.
Number 3. You got Elizabeth Hurley over her?
Elizabeth Hurley, Beyonce, Heather Graham.
I forget Beyonce's I forget Beyonce's a fucking Austin Powers girl.
Oh yeah.
No, I think I go Heather Graham, Beyonce, Elizabeth Hurley. Which says so much about our differences in taste in women. Not to say that I don't. We all find them attractive. It's just the line of which we.
Yeah, these are all very attractive humans.
These are all very attractive people. There's not been one person where I've been like, what?
Yeah. No,
Okay,
somebody
now
pops
I
up
might
there and
have
I'm like,
somebody later.
yeah, you're like, this person is objectively a troll. How do you like this person? You know, like we haven't had that
Danny
discussion.
DeVito.
Oh man,
How'd you know?
how'd you ruin my number one, Matt? Why you gotta do that to me? Now I gotta pick a new one. Kelsey's already queued up, ready to go.
Did she?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not on the ball. This one should have been on my list.
Oh yeah.
Look at that man.
It's your boy Simu.
Very
Look,
ashamed that he's
I always thought he was cute, and then Shang-Chi came out, and it just like elevated it up the.
yeah.
Where's your shirt?
Yeah.
No, where we want it to be. Long gone. Yeah,
You know what? But
he's pretty.
tell me I'm wrong here, Kelsey.
Hmm.
Oh, when you get a suit that just hugs you just right.
Right?
Just a suit jacket, like even just like the vest.
Yeah, look at that vest.
Mm. You can tell this man is
Sleeves
a
rolled
skittish
up.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a handsome man.
It's a very handsome man.
All right. Wait, Dylan, what number are you on? Are we on?
I am on number 2, 3, 4. This would be my number 9, I think.
Oh, okay. So we're already in the top 10s.
Yeah, we crossed into our top 10s, folks.
I haven't yet, but I'm about to.
Mm.
I don't know who this is referring to. She shags very well by reputation.
Oh, Heather Graham.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Shag well. Shag very well.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, girl. That's right.
That's an awesome. Yeah, it's Austin Powers. Yeah, she does. I believe it too.
Here's my number 10. Zendaya.
Zendaya, dude. People, honestly, I get it. But most of the time, Zendaya doesn't do it for me. Like
she's so fucking pretty.
She's very, very pretty, but it's so weird. There's so many touch and go moments where I'm like, I think it has something to do with the MJ character. I think the MJ character is like put me off, not in like attraction. I love her as MJ, but for like attraction, leaping right into like the classic breed, like she's very, very pretty. But something about whenever she starts talking, it disconnects. Like I'm looking for something else other than the pretty that she is. I don't know how to explain it, but I get it. But I feel like I'm like you, where I'm like, I think everybody points to Zendaya, and I traditionally usually don't.
Okay, but she's like in more stuff than Spider-Man. She's in other
No,
roles.
I know she is. I know she is. She in Greatest Showman. I think she really. I think she brings it home for me more on that than in Spider-Man.
Also, girl's gonna get an Oscar someday. Watching
Yeah.
her on.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, we keep hearing about her stuff on Euphoria too. So
she's so good in
Yeah.
it.
I've been meaning to check out Euphoria, but I feel like that's a
Jeez.
lot of trauma for me to handle right now.
yeah,
It's very traumatic. It is.
It's a
but
lot
so
of
good.
trauma and porn that I wasn't ready to sign up for in my porn time slot. So just
Mhm. So
Anyway.
I have all my pictures pulled up, so we're all good now.
okay. Yeah, I'm all good. Now we're in smooth sailing from 9s up, right? Like
Smooth sailing. Here's Dylan's number 9.
yeah. We're with Rachel McAdams.
Oh my gosh, I should have put her on my list of people that you probably have on your list, but it's not on mine. That I'm not very attracted to.
Yeah,
She's one of them. I'm not very attracted to Rachel McAdams.
really, but she got a thick. Listen, I'll send you some other stuff, but she got a thick bottom though.
I've seen the other stuff. Don't worry.
Yeah, Kelsey. I know she ain't on your list.
She's on my list, but no, I love her. She's beautiful.
She's very, very pretty. It's one of the things where I forget how pretty she is until I see her like in things outside of Mean Girls. What was it I saw? Game Night, I think I was watching her in or something.
Oh, she's so good in Game
It's
Night.
great.
Yeah, she's so fun. And it's like one of those ones where you're like, man, she's charming too. And that just puts it over. Like, it's one thing to be pretty. Anybody can be pretty and you can be like, that's hot, and then pass over. But when they're charming, that's it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
William Harold says she got more screen time in Dune than Boba Fett did in his own show.
Close
It's very close. It's very close.
indeed.
Here's
Woo! Says Nat. That's shout out to Zendaya. We're comments behind on this one. We're
Yeah.
talking about Rachel McAdams. Keep up, Danny.
Here's Kelsey's next.
Kristen Stewart.
Kristen Stewart. She's gonna win an Oscar this year. I'm
I'm
hope.
hoping.
Yes.
I love her
She's-
so much. She's
She
so good in
needs to
that.
take the Oscar. I think she's very pretty, but she doesn't leap out as particularly sexy to me.
She's a woman's woman.
No,
That
she
makes sense.
definitely is. This is a
Yeah.
girl where it's like, if you're in, this is a bi-curious character right here, right? This is one of these, like, these are the bi test. Like,
Yeah.
you know, Kristen Ritter And you hold up a couple other people. Bernard from the elf from the Santa Claus.
What?
Kelsey understands. That's all you need to know, Nat. Kelsey's laughing an embarrassing amount, which means that really struck a chord.
I mean, like live, you just witnessed it struck a chord. I had not made that connection.
No, there's a couple. I've realized in my time that there are some like this is bisexuality test characters. So it's like you have to pass these 3 characters. Bonk, yeah, go right to horny jail. Right to horny jail. Kristen Stewart though, very pretty.
Yeah, she's very attractive. Just
Although I don't know. I think I take Robert Pattinson over her. I won't lie. He's so handsome.
I don't know. I would
Talk to me after Batman.
Talk after Batman. Let's find out.
Yeah.
How about that?
Here's my number 9.
Number 9.
It's Lizzie McGuire, Hilary Duff.
Yo, Hillary. Speaking of wagons.
Yeah, I tried to pull up the other picture of her in the pink dress. You know the one. It was too small, so I had to pull this one up. But she's been a childhood crush of mine since I was a child.
She's stayed consistently like out of trouble this entire time too, which I think
which is very impressive for a child actor.
No, she's great. I love How I Met Your Father. She is so good in it.
I haven't seen it yet.
You should watch it. She's great. She's so lovable in it.
Not on my list, but
I see. I don't think any of them would be on your list except for my number 1. You're gonna hit before I do, so you're probably gonna win.
Yeah, I'm gonna beat you on it. I know already.
Number 8. You gotta skip a turn. That's not fair.
Sorry. Hey, I'll let you go first. So and then my turn got skipped because Michael B. Jordan. Too handsome.
Here's Dylan's next one.
Yeah, tell me Helen Bonham Carter isn't on these lists.
She's on this one, and she was almost on my shorter one. I love her so much.
Yo, Helen Bonham Carter's so... Dude, she's that... So, have you guys seen the Harry Potter anniversary?
Nope.
I haven't watched it yet.
So...
I don't care for Harry Potter.
I know. So, in the reunion, though, apparently, like, Daniel Radcliffe wrote, like, a love letter to Helen Bonham Carter, just being, like, literally just taking his shot. And I was watching that, and I'm like, I get it, Daniel Radcliffe. Listen, if it's me, I'm doing the same thing, buddy. Helena Bonham Carter is fucking fire.
I love her.
Aged beauty right there, too. I would take it current day, too. No problem.
She's not my type.
My type. She's mine.
Oh, my God, Kelsey. You
Uh-oh.
You just had to throw this one in there.
And he's kind of high, too, in it. Markiplier!
Of course it's gonna be Markiplier.
I love Markiplier. I love his voice. He's funny. He's handsome. Don't anybody make any connections up there.
Bonk. Right.
But yeah,
Markiplier is the main reason why I can't dye my hair. I can tell you right now. I can never dye my hair because I already get Markiplier enough from people. Like, randomly I'll get a client and they'll be younger and they're like, Do you know the YouTube star Markiplier? Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I know who fucking Markiplier is. Of course I know who Markiplier is. I look in the mirror every day and I see Markiplier. Of course I know who Markiplier is. No, that's Dylan. You're right. This was me in college. I had much.
So the 3 stages of evolution are Markiplier, Dylan Camacho, Ethan Irwin.
Yes, that's exactly right. Ethan Irwin is true dad maximum form of us on that one.
For sure.
That being said, I do love Markiplier. He's got a voice that could just...
Yeah, he has a really good voice.
Melts you like butter. Melts you like butter.
Mm-hmm.
Cue us up. Yeah.
All right. I'm hoping this one is on Dylan's list or Kelsey's list. But
let's see.
I'm more hopeful towards Dylan.
Okay.
Elizabeth Olsen. Let's go. Come on.
She's on my list.
My list needs to read. Okay. You know what? She's on my list, and I know exactly who she takes. But yeah, I'll give you to this because I knew I was forgetting somebody, and it's definitely...
That's a 2-point sweep, baby. I took it, yes.
Yeah.
But I said earlier, I know there was at least one person on my list that was probably going to be on at least one of your guys's. It was her.
Yeah.
She's
yeah, I need to replace somebody on mine, but... You know what? I'll go ahead and just trade who I had with this one. No.
Actually, she was my next. I was going to put that out there. She was my next person to put out.
Okay. I'll go ahead and say that she goes right about here for me too.
Yeah.
So honorable mention to the person who gets replaced because Elizabeth Olsen exists, and I forgot about her.
Who's the person who gets replaced?
I just went ahead and linked her.
Oh.
Yeah, she gets knocked out, or if anything, knocks down the list. But it's Kristen Ritter.
Kristen Ritter, that's a good one.
Kristen Ritter's, she's like, it's so crazy. Like she's a model background, and like you hear in interviews, and she's like a ditzy like sorority girl, but then she just kills it in Jessica Jones at that. Like, man,
you know what else she kills it in is Breaking Bad, which is a very good show.
Yeah, no, I love some of her clips from Breaking Bad. And then there's the bitch in Apartment 23.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing. She did. I love her. Like she's like a role model. It's like I want to be like Chloe. She's so great.
Okay, so that's I'm taking Kristen off my wrist because I have to put.
Oh, that's too bad because she was on my list. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. So I think if we just skip ahead now, me and Nat are lined up because I was one ahead of Nat because of Michael B. Jordan. So I think we're back on the same page. Okay.
I don't know how that checks out math-wise, but I trust you.
We'll see how it figures out by the end. Kelsey, your go.
Okay, well, my next one was Elizabeth Olsen. Do you want to just see the picture I had of her?
Yeah, everybody just put up Elizabeth Olsen. She universally hits our list with that one.
I already see it, but I think the world could use more pictures of Elizabeth.
Yeah, we can always see a little bit more Elizabeth Olsen. She's fucking amazing.
Look at her.
Just look at her. I could stare at her all day.
She's so pretty.
I would risk it all for Elizabeth Olsen.
So talented too. Oh my god! Like this
good. Everything she's in.
Everything she's in. She never phones it in. Elizabeth. You know what? Let's just stop right here. Can we all just go watch a couple episodes of WandaVision and be enamored by her charm in that too?
I'm very tempted.
Okay. All right. Let's get the ball rolling. We still got more content. We want to finish out this list. We don't want to leave people hanging.
Okay. Here's my next, which I don't think is on either of your lists.
That's crushing it with Elizabeth Olsen.
Victoria Justice.
See, I would have got Nina Dobrev. That's so funny.
So Nina Dobrev is on my long list.
See,
she's my number.
I think Victoria Justice is prettier, but Nina Dobrev has a better body. So
yeah, she's my number 21. Nina is.
They're like the same person, though. Let's be honest.
So I actually walked by Victoria Justice in Times Square one time during Fashion Week in New York, and oh my gosh, she's just like the most beautiful person. Danny says, "Hey, sanitizer." All right, here's Dylan's next.
It's Marvel showing up, boys.
Oh, okay. Here's the thing: Scarlett Johansson is at the top of my list of people who everyone else is attracted to, but I am not.
Get out! All right, so first of all, she does cute she does an underrated cute for starters. Have you seen her in the music video? It Goes Around Comes Around from Justin Timberlake. Like when it's like a whole little featurette film. Kelsey, go check it out. Like I think you would like it. It's a little bit toxic. I think you'd be on board with it, but. No, like it's that classic beauty, like and I'll coin Hannah's words on it from Jojo Rabbit, where you forget that ScarJo can act, and then whenever you get her in Jojo, you're like, oh man,
I have a separate list of attractive women who I think are attractive, but I more want to be as opposed to date, and she's one of the ones I want to be. Like if I could look like anybody, I'd probably pick Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, ScarJo's.
You know what I mean?
I feel like she took a big hit for me with the whole whitewashing stuff. But then again, I'm still very much attracted to Emma Stone. So I don't know what it is.
So for whatever reason, because Emma Stone could get away with it, but ScarJo, you know what? I'm not gonna fault ScarJo for it. I'm like, you know what? The Asian nomination, I hereby enlist ScarJo Johansson as an Asian representative for all those reasons.
Okay. So here's Kelsey's next one, which I fully expected, and you'll be surprised to know that she's not on my list.
Ooh, okay. There it is. It was a matter of time. I was waiting for her.
Florence Pugh. I love this woman so much.
Under my list, but she's so pretty though. She's so funny. Great. She's so fun. You can tell so many of these, like the Marvel influence of women on our taste in women is so heavy in this.
Her as Yelena especially with the accent and like everyone says it's annoying when she just keeps saying Kate Bishop's name over and over again. I'm like, oh, I wish that was my name.
Yeah. Like, you know what I realized? As I was making this list, I was doing my best not to go into Marvel Girls, right? Because I was just like, I'm trying not to get shoehorned. I swear I know more actresses outside of like the Marvelverse with it. And then as I listen to them, I'm like, no, I don't. It's all other geeky stuff that these ones pop into. So, Yeah, no, Florence Pugh, beautiful.
So I'm looking at my list, and it
Your
turns out I
list?
have my list of 22, and it turns out I have 5 Marvel girls, almost 6. And when I say almost 6, is because number 20 is Milana Weintraub, who was almost
Yeah, hell yeah, ATT girl. She was actually going to be in my top 5 for a little bit, but
Yeah.
I'm staying humble on her right now. And
Yeah,
she would have been Squirrel Girl. So
yeah. I do have one more Marvel woman coming up, but we're not there yet. Who's my next one?
oh yeah, who's your next one? That's right.
My number 6. All right, so we talked about this woman earlier, and she's frankly wonderful.
Frankly,
What I did there.
Gal?
This is where I say we take away the problematic stuff aside and judge them based on their looks purely.
Sure. I'll give you that.
I think she's very attractive.
She was Miss Israel. I mean, yeah.
Miss Israel.
Yeah, I appreciate the cultural background on this one. You know.
Yeah.
Yep, she's very pretty.
C2A are exposed as geeks. I know that's the worst thing you could expose us as.
That's the worst thing.
I know. Yeah, Gal Gadot is so pretty, but she's like classically model one, and it's a model look that like I'm so touch and go on.
So I didn't put this together until just now, but remember when I said I liked when white women are
you're like a person of color on that.
Yeah. She was in Fast and Furious where she was Han's girlfriend, so that might have been a reason why that's where the crush started. But yeah.
It's always the geeky stuff that locks us in, man. I think that's true.
It always.
Surprisingly, this one didn't come from a geeky thing, but this is a classic. This is a GOAT, and I don't know what's going to be on y'all's list, but this one's a GOAT. I'm letting you know, it's Jessica Alba.
Okay, she's also the one on my list where I said it would probably be on your list that I wasn't.
Okay, so this was on your predictions list for my list.
Yep.
This is a man's woman. I think Kelsey ain't having it, but.
Yeah, she's pretty. She's just not doing it for me.
But also her
do it for me. Never did.
She's got a crazy shapely butt. It's not even like it's not even like a wagon, but like she got tush, you know? Like I'll send you some research later. But yeah, Jessica Alba. Jessica Alba, oh my god. It's just so pretty too. So pretty. That's it. I just want to look at a picture of Jessica Alba tonight. And I get paid to do it here on the Call to Action channel. It's amazing.
Oh, okay. I knew this was filming.
Oh no, Kelsey.
I love him so much.
Girl. Davidson.
Pete motherfucking Davidson.
He was in a Flowbot song. As a lyric, I think. I think it was in Handlebars.
I think it's time that we men start acknowledging that he is a very good-looking guy.
He's a good-looking
jealous bitches about this.
Let's stop pretending that he's not a good-looking dude. Something about like his lip like feature ratio, like it's the facial ratio that's a little off. But
when he smiles, it's all teeth, and he's got these cute little dimples and stuff in the tattoos, and he's funny.
Yeah,
he's super tall and kind of awkward a little bit, which I don't know why he's kind of attractive.
Yeah, scrawny, awkward, tall, geeky is like so your brand though. So
that is.
Yeah, so Pete Davidson really isn't a big shocker on this one for me.
Yeah,
he's handsome. People need to just own it. He's a good looking dude.
Yeah, he's a good looking guy.
Be a little bit more secure of yourself, fellas. Pete Davidson's good looking.
He's good looking.
Yeah.
Here's my number 5.
Also, he's like humbly good looking too. He's not like John Hamm, like where he's like offensively good looking. You know?
Yeah.
John Hamm is
I'm mad at how handsome John Hamm is. Like
he's like the kind of good looking where you're approachable, and I think that's why he gets a lot of roles.
Yes, I feel like I could walk up to Pete Davidson on accident and just have a conversation with him without thinking about it.
I think that guys who are like 8s are better at pulling women than guys who are 10s.
Yeah, I think it's too
more approachable.
I could never approach John Hamm, even if I looked like Jessica Alba. I don't think I could approach John Hamm still. Are you kidding me?
Nope.
No chance. All right.
Here's my number 5, who's also an MCU girl, Haley Atwell.
Oh, dude, she's good. She's great in Black Mirror too. Speaking of Black Mirror episodes.
Yes, she's so good in Black Mirror.
Look at that dress.
Yeah, Haley stacked up.
I specifically searched up Haley Atwell cleavage, and I knew this would pop up.
I don't even know why you typed up cleavage. Like that's gonna be her. Like honestly, finding the safer to show pictures is the game right here. But Yeah, Haley Atwell. Oh my god,
Mhm.
very lovable.
Very.
Very lovable. Not on my list though.
Yeah,
Not in your list.
She's on the lower. She'd be on the cut list. Like, but she's a mention.
Here's your next one.
Now this one I think might be on.
Oh,
Mary Elizabeth Winstead. No love.
another Birds of Prey girl.
Yeah. All right, I take it back. Mary Elizabeth Winstead actually is the best one on Birds of Prey. But yeah, I've been a Mew fan for a long time. Right around Scott Pilgrim really put me over for it too. Like,
yeah.
She's here, but she didn't make it to my top.
Every time.
I've always kind of been like, she has the like girl next door vibe to me. Like she's, I wouldn't say she's like celebrity hot, but she's very, very attractive and like.
See, but now you're starting to see the theme, right? You're seeing the like. I'm realizing the themes between it. Like, all right, here's where our tastes are. And I think that was part of the game of this too. Was hey, Galaxy Geeks Luke. I don't know why I said it that way. I'm not a radio DJ, but no, I think this was so much more of the fun too, is to see where our like personal preference taste show us up through our like stuff, and like Cody Cross too. I think if they're like too attractive, it's like too much. It's like off-putting.
Sorry,
like Mary Elizabeth Winstead is a very humble attractive.
Sorry, I just saw Kelsey's next pick.
I haven't seen it. Where's okay? It's not in the link. I can't pull it. So
yeah, I'm gonna pull up in a second, but I just want to say that I definitely see a theme with Dylan's taste. It's not like aligned with mine, but I do respect it. It's a
different stuff for different folks, buddy.
Yeah. All right, here's Kelsey's.
Yeah, let's show us Kelsey's. Oh, fucking Lord. You know what? I was waiting for this.
Jared Leto's Joker.
I almost put Jared Leto in here just for a point. Just because I knew it was going to get
to specify that I only am attracted to Jared Leto as Joker, but it's so much that it's enough to make it up high on my list.
Are you not attracted to Jared Leto in House of Gucci? He's pretty sexy.
Surprisingly not.
Are you not attracted to Jared Leto in Psycho?
Huh?
Yeah. Whenever he's getting
American Psycho, yeah.
American Psycho, yeah.
American Psycho. Mike was like, Psycho? What?
Sorry, yeah, American Psycho. I forgot about the regional aspects of the Psycho I left out for
as opposed to European Psycho.
Yeah.
I like that he is an asshole and that it is kind of my thing, but that's not enough to make it to this is what's on the list.
Is it the damage tattoo on his head?
It contributes. I literally that's that right there as a poster of him right above my bed.
Is it the lack of eyebrows?
Maybe kind of. It's the grill. Like my favorite thing that people make fun of me for saying is I'd love to run my teeth on the back of his grill.
Yeah.
So
I end up owning an uncomfortable amount of this Joker merchandise because this will sell for so much cheaper than everything else.
So I know that you would die for him, but would you live for him?
Right.
Yes.
All right. So
anything for you, Daddy.
let's move on from Jared Leto's Joker.
Yeah, please.
We're into my top 3, and at some point, each of these women have been my number 1.
Ooh. Okay.
This is my number 3. Mila Kunis.
Mila Kunis can.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, we've been exposed to her for an uncomfortably long amount of time of her life.
Yeah, since she was like 14, I think.
Since 14, she lied her way onto 70 show for like the first 3 or 4 seasons. She's not even 18.
Oh my god! Oh god! I see Kelsey's next pick, and it's my next pick. I'm so mad.
Well, okay, I'm gonna give you something. That's not my next pick. She's later.
Am I gonna get another point?
You're gonna.
Oh no!
Oh,
no, I don't know who it is.
I could just fibbed it there, but I'll be honest. You're good.
Okay.
I feel like my top 3 is unique except for the top one. Shut up, Meg. Yeah, I do love that there's this running meme where it's just like she's more known for Family Guy than anything, and it's just like, man,
yeah,
that's wild to think.
She's like the most attractive person playing the most unattractive character.
Yeah, like I kind of love that concept though. Like it's the same thing as the other guys with like Eva Mendes, where they just play her off like as like.
You know what?
Like, it's unlike on that one.
Sorry, we're not in my top 3. She's my number 4.
Yeah, we're in my top 3 now because I think I reordered it again to be.
Right, here's yours.
Here's my 3.
Oh, okay, I respect it.
Yeah. This I realized.
Natalie Emmanuel.
My list was lacking some color. I won't lie.
Some melanin.
But I'll tell you, top 3 easy. Like easy Game of Thrones 1. Anytime it gets asked, I'm like, listen, Natalie Dormer's fire. Like whatever. Emilia Clarke's pretty attractive. No. Sunday. Give it to Natalie Emanuel. And in Fast and Furious. Have you seen that clip?
Yes, I have. I've seen the
Yeah.
movie. So.
Yeah. But I didn't watch the movie. I just saw the clip with Natalie Emanuel in it. And in The Misfits. British show. Lovely.
Oh, I love Misfits. It's so good.
Yeah, it's really fun. I actually really like it.
That more.
Yeah. No, she's so fucking pretty.
So because of my mistake, I think Kelsey's gonna beat me to the other person.
No.
She's gonna get the points.
She's not. Get the fuck out. Is she gonna game us?
We're bringing up Kelsey's next one.
All right, bring up Kelsey's.
Which I think I can predict the rest of Kelsey's. But here's the next one. Adam Driver.
Kylo Ren himself.
Yeah.
So I will say, I've never gotten the appeal of Adam Driver.
A lot of people don't.
I'm on the get it side. I'm on the get it side. Like
he's just tall and he has a deep voice. That's all I can see.
He has emotion, Nat. That's the point. Yeah. He's an emo boy.
He's a very good actor. He's like one of the best of our generation.
Yeah, he's definitely a fantastic actor. Let's give him that for starters. But
yes, Danny's zaddy.
Yeah, Daddy's zaddy. Yeah, Kylo Ren. I mean, he's the best. He's the best character in the new saga. It's not even close. Not even close. Don't.
You're right. You're right. He is the best. He's just not my favorite, but he's the best.
Yeah, he's the best. Even if
I'm more of a Finn guy.
That's fair.
I feel like they did Finn dirty.
Yeah, Finn deserved better. Finn deserved much better than what he deserved.
They should have made him a Jedi.
They should have made him a Jedi.
They should have made him a fucking Jedi. You're right.
I agree.
All right, is Nat's order gonna mess my shit up?
Here's my number 3. I don't think she's on any of your list. She's also very problematic.
Boy. Is it gonna be Amber Heard out of nowhere? Because that's
gonna be Amber Heard. It's not Amber Heard.
Amber Heard's hot. I mean,
it's Vanessa Hudgens.
I knew you on Vanessa Hudgens. This one, I was like, all right, I'm waiting for this one. Yeah, Vanessa Hudgens. She was in that like runway show or something, right? She did like a lingerie show somewhat recently, didn't she?
The Savage Fenty.
Yeah, the Savage Fenty one.
Yeah.
And she's great at Tick Tick Boom, even though her like part's like kind of limited at performing, but it's great.
I need to watch that. That's I gotta have an Oscar run here soon. Where I watch it.
Danny, we get it. Filipinos are attractive, all right? You don't.
Yeah, if you're half Filipino, you're just naturally attractive. That's just the truth.
It's you know what? I'm not gonna dispute that because
attractive people. I mean, look at her. We got Danny. You know, everybody's simping for half Filipino.
Yep.
My list is already up in there, but now she's not on mine.
Is this your number 3, number 4, no 2?
My number 2.
Right.
Number 2.
Okay. I don't know why I'm so surprised.
I mean, listen. Have you watched Blade Runner 2049? She's fucking killing it. Have you seen her in what's the clue movie? Knives Out?
Knives Out.
Yeah. Have you seen her in Bond? I haven't seen her in Bond yet, but
she's in Bond. Like, okay, so a little behind the scenes.
Yeah, behind the scenes. This actress alone is what got us to this whole segment for tonight.
Yeah. Because Dylan knows I'm not like super into her as much as everyone else is.
Yeah.
And that's what sparked, because I said, I bet my list of people who everyone else is into, but I'm not, is probably like all on your list of top 15. And yeah, I mean, Ana de Armas is obviously one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen.
Yeah.
She's just not my type.
I think it's amazing that she does this perfect balance of also being able to do sexy, but also being able to do cute. I think that's an impressive skill to sit there and be able to be versatile in that way. Just crushes it. And plus, she's a great tragic love in 2049. Like, I wish I could get Paul on this one because Paul's a big Blade Runner 2049 fan. And it's one of the ones where it's just like as a hologram and seeing her like disappear, you're like, oh, that breaks my heart. I can't watch this anymore. Like, that's just charming. You know, you got charisma. When you got charisma, you just got it. You know, it's not fair.
You just got it. Just like Kelsey's about to get a point.
Oh boy, where's this point coming from? Hold on, I'm trying to. Yeah.
Enjoy your point, Kelsey. That's my number 2.
Yeah. All right. Well,
she was my hall pass during my marriage for a very, very long time. Because I'm bi, I was allowed to have a boy and a girl on my hall pass list. My number 1 was my guy, and this was my gal. Like, I love her so much.
Yeah, Anne Kendrick's fantastic.
I'm surprised because this is your number 2, right?
Yep.
I'm surprised Michael Rosenbaum isn't on here.
He was on the longer list.
He was on the longer one.
If you would have done this 6 months ago, he probably would have for sure been on the list. But Pete Davidson wasn't on the list 6 months ago. Now he is. Like things shift.
Yeah, this list is always going up and down at times.
Yeah, but she would have been tied for 1-2 range because I love her.
I love her so much. She was my number one for the longest time, and she's that she's more of my speed of that mix of cute and sexy. Like, that Anna de Armas is not.
Yeah,
she should realistically be on my list. I don't like. I'd probably change her out for like Rachel McAdams or something like that. Like,
plus she's dating Bill Hader, which is like,
like how dare they be so funny together? You know, that's a charming couple.
That is a comedic and attractive power couple in my opinion.
Yeah,
that's great.
That's great. So she's my number 2. So do I go straight to my number 1?
Oh no, because if you go to number 1, then they just go.
You can't change the rules when we're.
Fine. All right, you're fine. You're stealing all the points today.
But here's my Anna Kendrick picture that I picked. That wasn't I didn't get the full body. Yeah. Here's my number 1, baby. Let's go. Give me some points. It's Barbara Palvin.
Barbara P. BP. That's a racy picture to put on this one.
No, I didn't have much time to like pick them.
I've got another. If you can click on my link if you want to not get us flagged in any way, but
fine. It's easier.
Yeah.
This is a much safer picture.
Yeah, it's a safer picture, but yeah, Barbara Palv. Me and Nat had a really funny random body moment where the name came up randomly and we're both like, number 1, right? Oh yeah, no question. Like, it was and that's why we have a show together. That's why.
So we have very different tastes except for our number 1.
But we would agree on Barbara Palvin living number 1. Yeah, gorgeous. Yeah. Oh my god, like it's not fair. Yeah. Actually, I think she's the one that like goes. It's like it's aggressively pretty. Like she's one of the ones where I'll bend like where I think I'm like she's aggressively pretty, but she stays cute enough where it's like you could talk to her. You know, you could talk to her.
I don't think you could talk to her. I don't think I would be able to.
I mean, I don't know what I would say. I could throw words at her. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Of course. Great question. Very pretty on a notable honors list, but let's be honest. We know where this number 1's going, guys. If you've ever paid attention to any of Kelsey's social medias, if you follow her on anything, you know
it's Chris Hemsworth.
It's Chris Hemsworth. No, pull him up. It's your boy.
And by the way, it's his birthday today.
Wow.
Happy birthday, Tom.
I like how it worked out that he's the last person we're pulling up. It's perfect.
I know. Of course, it works out that in pure fairness, that Tom Hiddleston is how we wrap up the. Well, of course, this is the one that we're all geeking on.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I get it. Tom Hiddleston's fantastic.
No, he's funny. He's charming. He's handsome. He plays one of the greatest Marvel characters of all time.
Yep.
And on top of it, apparently he's an extremely nice guy. So like, he just
he seems like a nice guy.
He's got a big wiener. Yeah. Honorable mention to Mahershala Ali, who I just recently saw in passing on a meme, and I'm like, man, yeah, Mahershala is pretty sick too. But yeah.
Why are you trying to steal Tom Hiddleston's thunder right there?
I'm not. It's just that I've spent so much time listening to Kelsey talk about Tom Hiddleston that I feel like that this is just like this has been going on for 3 hours for me mentally. Happy birthday, Tom Hiddleston. I hope you're watching this. Tom, if you're watching this, we love you.
I think you're okay.
Can we clip that and send that to him? Tweet it.
Please don't.
he seems like the kind of guy who would watch it and be really
He doesn't use Twitter anymore because of the Taylor Swift stuff. Because people were kind of crazy with him about it.
Taylor Swift fans are the worst. I'm just gonna say.
Yeah,
I agree.
Which is gonna be in our Abby Friel No Chill episode if that happens ever. But
I mean,
she's a Taylor Swift fan, so I mean that just makes sense.
Yeah, but that's been our celebrity crushes who were crushing on. It took way longer than I thought it would.
Yeah,
but that's it. Let me read some of my honorable mentions.
Just like without pictures, just to name some.
Yeah,
I have 62. I won't name them all.
Jesus, Kelsey.
So here is my 22 to 16.
Kelsey, for the record, were you going to 69?
I probably could have if I had like 2 more minutes.
Yeah.
All right, my 22, Haley Steinfeld. 21, Nina Dobrev. 20, Milana Vantrub. 19, Priyanka Chopra. The 18, Becky Lynch. 17, Isa Gonzalez. And number 16, Alexandra Daddario.
Oh, Daddario made it on a clean cut too. That one. She earns honorable mentions. She earns honorable mentions. But not Isa Gonzalez. Milana. Milana was like one of my top 5 for a very long time actually. AT&T girl.
Yeah, she's a mom now.
I know she's pregnant. She's very pregnant. I think she's
she's not pregnant anymore. That was a throwback picture.
Okay, that's a throwback picture. Okay, good for her. Good for her.
She had a secret COVID baby.
Yeah, but it's one of those ones where it's like I think that's kind of like the problem with fandom, right? It's just like, oh, she has a kid now. I don't know. It's like I don't find MILFs any less attractive, but just knowing that I knew her before then, like that's how people think as like a fandom. They're like, oh, I knew her before she got pregnant. Now I just don't know if I like her that much. It's just like that's a weird thing to think about a person you've never met before.
Mm-hmm.
But thank you for joining us on our lead up special.
Hang on. I gotta read you my list of people who everyone else is attracted to. I'm not as attracted to. And 2 of them made it onto Dylan's list, which I'm very surprised by. So I have Anna de Armas, Emily Ratajkowski, Jessica Alba.
Get out of here with Jessica Alba.
Emma Watson, because I didn't grow up with Harry Potter. I don't have.
Oh, Emma Watson's so pretty though.
Carly Kloss, which I didn't expect you to have on your list, but I just feel like
I'm not super big into the model scene. I mean, Barb Palvin's like a very obvious exception, but
Kat Dennings and Anya Taylor-Joy.
I actually really like Anya Taylor-Joy. I won't lie.
I knew you would. Yeah. I thought she'd be on your list.
I'm a big fan. Yeah, I think she did a really good job of putting up her sex appeal in Last Night in Soho.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, like it's Last Night in Soho and Taylor-Joy, honorable mention. So that's fair. Yeah. Girls that traditionally, and I try to steer clear of being like too traditionalist because again, there's too much mainstream. Like Sydney Sweeney is obviously like very attractive and stuff.
Sydney Sweeney will almost make my list too.
Yeah, but it almost feels wrong like to pick at this point. Like she's more like I don't know, Sydney Sweeney. I'll figure you out whenever I watch Euphoria. I guess I don't know.
It's weird because I watched her on a show before Euphoria came out, and she was like
was it Degrassi season 27?
No.
I don't think she was on it, but that'd be interesting, wouldn't it?
If you told me she was on it, I would have believed you.
I know, right? That seems like a very believable fake lie.
Yeah. Anyway, that's been our show.
Everybody, make sure to have a great Valentine's Day weekend because that was the secret plot of all this. I just wanted to sit here and talk about all of our crushes leading up to Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. It's coming up on Monday. We're not going to cover
Who is this person? Jedi Dick Sensei.
Yes, I just now got the name of that.
We're going to be rating Ben Goddard with our one viewer, which is me.
What? Why? Why are we
It's one viewer. It's fun.
What? No.
Right.
He doesn't even say hi to us anymore.
He does. Every time.
I'm going to go on to Twitch thing right now and see if he does.
You're going to go in there too late because I'm already rating him.
Yeah.
And that's been our stream. Catch us next week, maybe. Or if we're not.
It's just
see you next Wednesday. It doesn't have the same name.